In this video, I explain your final project to you. Your final project is an 8-page magazine, so you'll have 8 pages of a document that you'll create in InDesign. However, you will also be using Photoshop and Illustrator to create some of the images that you need to place in your InDesign document. Okay, so let's go page by page. On the first page, you will be creating a magazine. So this will have the words travel on it, December 2012, and be inspired, be informed, be there. And 5 places to wow your senses. So all this text that I mentioned will be exactly the same. However, you can change the name of the countries. There are 5 country names here. You can change the name of the countries, and that will depend on what images you decide to use for your background. So while all the text must be the same up here, travel to wow your senses, the rest of them can be different. So you can use different images for your background. And note that this must be an image of you. So in this cover page, I have an image of myself, the same image that is placed in 5 different countries. So you will need to crop yourself out of a background in an image and then place that same image in 5 different countries. Okay, so you have to have the same image of you in 5 different country backgrounds. You may choose your own country. And note that I have the main background for this page using one of the backgrounds from one of my photos here. Okay, so make sure that you also use one of your backgrounds for one of these photos here for your main background. Note that everything is within the margins as we created in our assignment 8. Okay, please place everything within your purple margins in InDesign. You should have a drop shadow for each photograph. Okay, and each photograph should have a white border as well. All right. Make sure that you use the correct color for your travel and the word wow, so that you can read it easily against the background. If your background is very busy, it may not work for you. So you need to pick a background that is much more plain, okay, much more mellow. All right, so I picked this one because of the sky and the brown grass. I think it's easy to use as a background image. If I had picked something that's much busier, I might find it difficult to find a color that will work against the background that I can use for my font and still read. So I have a SKU number here at the bottom here. You can pick any one. Just go, just look for it on Google Images, and you can place any one here that would work. Try and find something that's the same dimension. Okay, something that's about rectangular, almost squarish in the corner. All right, so again, reiterating, you must have the drop shadow for the images. You must also have drop shadow for travel and wow, and you must have a border for all your images. You must have 5 photographs with yourself placed in them, and each of them should be an image of yourself that's masked out from a different image. So it must be the same image of you, okay? So I don't want to see just 5 different images of you in actual different places that you have taken. This must be photoshopped and masked out, all right? So if you have any questions about the first page, please let me know. The first page will probably be the most amount of work because you are required to use your own image, do masking, and use some of your own design sense in that. All right, so for the first page, it will not look exactly like mine, but it will look very similar in terms of the text and the layout. Make sure that you line up all your text to the right side. If you choose to line it up to the left side, make sure everything lines up to the left side. All right. If you're not sure about how it's aligning, please get in touch with me to see if that's okay with me. All right. So the next page is quite simple. Colorado Dreams. You need to use a certain font here, which I have supplied for you. Okay, try and use that. If you cannot use this font, if you're having trouble uploading the font, you can talk to me and we can find something that's similar, all right? But you need to get in touch with me. But you should be able to upload the font on your computer. All right, so here we have Colorado Dreams, and I provided all this text for you. Don't forget to place this circular image here. And the next page is here's 3 images are placed. And also make sure that the text exactly aligns this way. All the text is provided for you. Note that this two pages, pages 2 and 3 here, have the same background image. Okay, it's just this one has the left side of that background image, and this one has the right side of it. Notice where the mountains end. Okay, so you need to place the background image so it looks exactly like this page and this page. All right. Next, we have the USA page. So for the USA page, I have two images placed. The image that I have provided for you is just a regular unphotoshopped eagle image. So you need to be able to find the right filter to apply this effect to it in Photoshop. All right, and here I have USA is also placed, and make sure that you apply the correct text effect and a drop shadow here. Next is O Canada. Okay, make sure that you have the drop shadow and you have the proper text here. You have to create this. I've supplied the plain map to you. You have to create this in Illustrator, and you have to create two swatches, okay? One with maple leaf and one with the stars. And after, tracing image on the map, it becomes then vector shapes. Then you can apply the swatches to it. All right, so next here, this one is similar to your assignment where you had to create that inspirational poster of yourself, okay, using different colors, right? So again, you start in Photoshop, make sure you posterize it, make sure you use the threshold, export those images, bring it into Illustrator, and then apply swatches in it after tracing image. So this would be similar to that Illustrator assignment where you created a poster of yourself that was vectorized, okay? And same as the text here, also swatches are applied here. There's a little bit of masking here that's done to achieve this art effect here on the art text, okay? And finally, this is just a regular image with text and an effect around it, okay, with a background rectangle and text on it. This text is provided to you. And finally, we have an ad on the back page. Again, just place the image text and the logo here. Make sure that you place the image so it looks like the sample, like the example here. In the previously, some students kind of squish the image one way or another. Make sure that you place them properly and you don't deform them. All right, so it matters that the image is placed exactly the way it is shown here. All right, so watch where her hairband ends and where her ear is on the page. Make sure that you are placing it similarly. Same as the triangles here that are drawn on this page. Make sure that you draw them the right way. Okay, same as these triangles here. Make sure you use the correct colors. All right, so when you submit, I would like to see your Illustrator files for this page here, for page 5, because I want to see that you created the swatches. And as well, I would like to see your Illustrator file for this page because I need to see how you vectorize this image, and I want to see how you applied the swatches here as well. Okay, so if you do not hand in your Illustrator files for this page and this page, you will not receive a mark for these two pages. Okay, so if you have any questions about any part of the magazine, please get in touch with me immediately and I can explain it to you. Another thing is you are required to figure these steps out for yourself. So I will not be posting any tutorials on how to step by step like I usually do, because treat this as an exam. Throughout the whole course, I've shown you step by step how to do everything that is in this magazine. Not with the same images, but in different activities and assignments. So you should be able to figure this out for yourself. Look at previous assignments that are similar and try and create these vector images and artwork by yourself. However, if you forgot where something is or how exactly to do something. For example, maybe you forgot how to create a swatch, but you sort of remember the steps. Then I want you to go back to that assignment and watch the video and remember how to do that. If it's not working out for you and you're really stuck, please get a hold of me. And of course, I can, have a one-on-one Zoom session with you to tutor you and help you get past that barrier. Okay, but you must come to me with a very specific question, and then I will be able